Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I have to tell you, the NFL is never short of surprises, especially when it comes to the NFC East, a division that's always been known for its fierce battles, unexpected twists, and high-stakes drama. And right now, the buzz in NFL circles centers around the Washington Commanders, a team that's been trying to find its rhythm this season, but is now on the verge of a move that could redefine their trajectory. Rumors are swirling that Washington is about to pull off a blockbuster trade involving Jauan Jennings, the versatile wide receiver from the San Francisco 49ers. And if this deal goes through, it could be one of the most impactful moves of the season, not just for the Commanders, but for the entire NFC East. So what exactly is happening? Well, according to sources close to the league, the Commanders are in serious discussions to acquire Jennings in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Now, you might think, a third-rounder, that's not huge. But when you look at the context, it makes perfect sense for both teams. The 49ers, sitting at 5-3 with around $7.1 million in cap space, are in a position where they need to manage their roster carefully. They're balancing extending key veterans like Brock Purdy, their quarterback, and maintaining a competitive team without overspending. Moving Jennings, who's been a reliable presence for them, especially in the intermediate passing game, allows them to free up some cap space and add draft capital that could be vital for future rebuilds or additions. Meanwhile, the Commanders, currently 3-5 and sitting in a tight NFC East, are desperately looking for offensive reinforcements, especially after the injury to Terry McLaurin in Week 7. McLaurin's hamstring injury has left a noticeable gap in their receiving core, exposing vulnerabilities that defenses are exploiting. The addition of Jennings, a player that's known for his physicality, route versatility, and ability to make plays in traffic, could be exactly what the offense needs to elevate itself. Washington's offense has struggled to hit the 22 points per game mark this season, and adding someone like Jennings could be the spark that pushes them closer to their offensive potential. Now, if you're wondering about Jennings himself, he's a 28-year-old receiver who's been quietly building a solid career with the 49ers. His stats from 2025 show a player who's dependable in the middle of the field: 8 games, 45 receptions, 512 yards, averaging 11. 4 yards per reception with 4 touchdowns and catching 1% of his targets. He's not just a possession receiver, he's a physical threat that can turn short catches into big gains, thanks to his YAC, yards after catch, averaging nearly 6 yards per reception. His overall PFF grade of 85.6 indicates a player who's reliable, consistent, and capable of performing in high-pressure situations. And interestingly, his advanced stats show he's especially effective against zone coverage, with a success rate of over 68% on crossing routes, which could fit perfectly into the offensive scheme under Eric Bieniemy. But of course, every move in the NFL comes with its skeptics. The 49ers, after all, are a championship-caliber team, and they're known for their disciplined roster management, with an offensive line grading around 78. 4 by PFF and a cap situation that's a bit tight. Some analysts believe that trading Jennings makes sense, especially to prioritize their defensive needs, which are allowing about 25 points per game. They're also trying to preserve cap space for extensions, and moving Jennings could be part of a broader strategy to inject youth into their roster and keep their options open for the future. On the other hand, the Commanders see this move as a potential game-changer. With McLaurin's injury creating a void, Jennings could become a key piece in their offense. His projected numbers for the rest of the season suggest he could reach around 900 yards, adding significant yardage and first downs, which are crucial for a team fighting for a playoff spot. When paired with McLaurin, whose PFF grade is an impressive 88.2 when healthy, they'd form a dynamic duo capable of stretching defenses and opening up space for the running game and other playmakers. Jennings's physical style and ability to excel in the intermediate and red zone areas would make him a perfect fit for the Commanders' scheme, especially under the guidance of new offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy, who's been eager to unlock more explosive plays. Now, let's talk about the strategic impact. If this trade goes through, it could boost Washington's offensive efficiency significantly. Their current points per game, around 22, could rise to about 28, as Jennings's presence would add an extra layer of threat in the passing game. His ability to gain yards after the catch and create mismatches against linebackers and safeties could turn third-and-long situations into manageable plays, helping to extend drives and keep the defense off the field. It's a move that could, quite literally, transform their season, especially in close games against division rivals like the Eagles and Cowboys. And speaking of division rivals, the impact extends beyond just the regular season. If Jennings can help Washington improve its odds in the playoffs, it wouldn't be a stretch to see their Super Bowl chances increase substantially. The odds for the Commanders to win the Super Bowl right now are around plus 12-0, but with Jennings on board, some sportsbooks are already adjusting their predictions, moving their Super Bowl odds to plus 6-0. That's a massive jump, and it reflects the confidence that adding a player of Jennings's caliber can bring to a team that's been quietly building momentum. Looking at the bigger picture, this move also echoes what we've seen in the past with other notable WR trades. Remember when the Raiders acquired Davante Adams? That trade shifted divisional power dynamics and gave the Raiders a serious boost in their passing game. Here, Jennings's addition could have a similar effect for Washington, especially considering the NFC East's crowded playoff race. Moving from odds of plus 500 to plus 200 in division standings, the Commanders could turn into serious contenders, especially if they capitalize on Jennings's ability to elevate the offense. Now, I want to highlight the broader implications of this potential trade. Washington's recent history shows a franchise that's often struggled with consistency and injuries, but this move signals a shift towards a more aggressive, win-now mentality. Daniel Snyder's era is ending, and the current front office seems committed to making decisive moves that push the team into the postseason and beyond. If Jennings arrives and performs as expected, this could be the start of a new chapter, with the Commanders not just aiming for the playoffs but actually competing deep into January, maybe even making a serious push toward the Super Bowl. Of course, the 49ers are in a different position. They're a team chasing a championship, and every move is made with that ultimate goal in mind. Moving Jennings might seem risky, especially given their defensive struggles, allowing 25 points per game and cap constraints. But the trade could be a strategic decision to focus on strengthening their defense and maintaining roster flexibility. It's a classic case of balancing present success with future potential. In conclusion, this potential trade for John Jennings is more than just a roster move. It's a statement. It signals Washington's ambitions in the NFC East, their desire to contend seriously this season, and their willingness to make bold moves to achieve it. For Jennings, it's a chance to showcase his talent on a bigger stage, to become a focal point in a passing attack that's hungry for a spark. And for the 49ers, it's a calculated decision to manage their roster and cap space while staying competitive. So fans, keep your eyes peeled because this move could be announced any day now. If it happens, it might be the domino that sets off a series of events that catapults the Commanders into serious playoff contention and reshapes the division landscape. The NFC East is heating up, and Washington is clearly aiming to be at the forefront. That's all for now, but I'll be here to break down every detail, every move, and every twist as this story develops. Remember, your support means everything, so smash that like button, share this video with your fellow Commanders fans, and stay tuned for even more updates on this exciting NFL season. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you think Jennings is the missing piece? Will this move push Washington into Super Bowl contention? Let us know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.